Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Out of Bounds Podcast, episode 33. Yes, we've made it to 33 now. And before the podcast starts, let me just say everyone makes mistakes. All right? Nobody is perfect. So you can probably see that I am leading on to say that I made a mistake. And that mistake was Matt and I recorded a 40 to 50 minute episode for the podcast last night, and I forgot I never pressed the record button. So therefore, this episode, Matt is not in it. And this episode is going to be a very quick one. Basically, what you are about to experience is a quarterback test based on you will match the quarterback with their voice. You will hear a quarterback talk for 15 seconds, and then an image of the quarterback will be revealed. To those who are watching this on a podcast platform where you cannot actually see what is being presented to you, you might want to watch this episode on YouTube just for this once. But please, for all of you that are watching this on YouTube and on the podcast or any podcast streaming service, if you're watching this on YouTube, please, 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 please press subscribe. It really does help out this channel and this podcast. It makes us continue to do what we do, and it lets us know that people do enjoy this. For the past couple of episodes, we've reached more than, I think, 80 views an episode, which is absolutely incredible. But we would really love to see you guys hit that subscribe button. It's completely free. Please do it. It helps us know who is watching this and who isn't, and it will really help us out in the long run. And for those who are watching this on a streaming service, please, 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 please press that follow button on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever you're listening to this on, because it will notify you when we upload a new episode of the podcast. And with all that being said, this episode was originally about Matt taking on the test. You'll be presented 18 starting quarterbacks. You will hear them talk for about 15 seconds, and an image of the quarterback will be revealed after that 15 seconds. Matt only got 9 of the 18 correct. I hope you guys can do better. Please go grab a friend or someone to compete against. Make this a little interesting. If you want to keep note of how well you did, put in the comments below how well you did, or you can shout us out or message us on Twitter, Instagram, or email us at the Instagram, which we started this past weekend, is JOHNOOBP on Instagram. Please check that out and follow me. And I'll be uploading sneak peeks of new episodes a few days before they come out, as well as when videos come out, I will post it on Instagram. So make sure to follow me on Instagram. I post everything podcast related on Instagram, and I'll occasionally put on my story, "Please, Joe Burrow, be my friend," because I really want to be friends with that cool man. And with all that being said, good luck on this test. And because this episode is short, we'll be having another episode come out in a few days later about the Washington Commanders, and you can probably guess how excited I was for that one. Now, enjoy this challenge, and I hope you do well.
I think they're playing really good football down the back half of this season with what they're showing on tape. So, great challenge for us. Final home game of the year, and just want to finish strong. You know, everything you do, you talk about.
I love hanging out with the guys and developing these types of relationships that you don't get otherwise. I love going to camp, and I think there's a lot of good in that, especially when it comes to developing a football team where guys got to, I'm starting to see the business side.
Actually, coach called me, and it was after a workout. We were having a conversation about it. I don't know. I'm very eager. I'm very eager, no doubt. I was away, and I just wanted to grind. That's
and he's been a great friend for a long time, and I think you lean on on guys like that, on different guys that have gone through transitions, to talk to them about some of the things that come up. I think you can learn a lot, a lot.
You see life through a different lens. You realize there's a lot of pieces. There's a lot of things, and there's a lot of demand in this business. It's kind of stepping into something new. For me personally, stepping into something new, but stepping into being the commander.
I'm just going to focus on this shit. There's a lot of moving pieces besides myself. Expiring contracts for a number of guys, so there's going to be a lot of tough decisions at the end of the year. I'm just going to enjoy this year and then revisit that conversation at the end of the season.
I think it's one of the best in the game, but one of my best friends. I think about just obviously the stuff on the field, but also the stuff behind the scenes where, we're sitting in my office and just chopping up, laughing, and talking life along the journey, and just how, he's really a poet along the
Bottom line, this is a business. I'm happy it turned out the way that it turned out, and like I say, like the stuff that I can control, I can speak on, but the stuff I can't control,
It's partly watching film. It's paying attention during practice, getting mental reps when maybe guys are not feeling great and you don't get as many full speed reps as you normally would during practice. You got to pay attention.
Finding anything and everything that can be teachable in every moment and taking that and growing from it. And I think as a leader of this team, I think being who I am, that has to be contagious.
I think I was always put in the best position to succeed. I don't know. But at the end of the day, that doesn't matter. You just have to, handle what you got and, try to make the best out of it. So what I do best, what we do best as an offense, what we do best.
No, I mean, honestly, for a second there, I was trending for I want to say 5 weeks in a row, and I'm like, every time I get on Twitter, I'm like looking at, I'm like, what are people talking about my name for? All this stuff. Obviously, you got the whole, social media stuff.
You know what I mean? And I didn't want that to ever happen again. And so this was an opportunity for me to prove to the team, to the organization, to our fans that how do we do that? Usually in these negotiations, how much money can we get? And then there.
I mean, he and I have been as incredible communication, and I have great respect for him, and he knows how I feel about him. That's the most important thing, and I know how he feels about me. So love to play with him, but he's got to make the best decision.
It kind of depends. Whatever you feel like that day, and a lot of it is film from us from the previous years, watching our offense and continuing to master the game plan, the offensive playbook. But at the same time, you can get a head start on the opposing teams. I feel like the coaches have done a great job.
Yeah, they're great. Those two guys did an unbelievable job tonight. I gotta give a lot of credit. But just proud of everybody. I mean, it goes across the board, and there's guys that made plays, to help us win this game, both offensively and defensively. But those two guys.
There's a few misreads here and there. There was guys that were open, and I didn't hit at the right time, or I passed up on something shorter. I wanted to get something deeper down the field. And when you're playing a good team, and you don't hit what's there, and you try.
The brotherhood that we have, everything that we've worked for, knowing that we had a chance, and in all my years, I don't know if I've had a better chance or a better full team than this. It's hard to accept. I mean, knowing every year that a team's not going to be the same. Some of the